Okay, so this thought just came to me as I was shoveling snow, so I had to grab my phone to record because I feel like this is a really powerful one. So, for those people who struggle with mental health, I'm going to let you in on what the real cause is and what the solution and the cure is. So when it comes to anxiety, for example, anxiety, depression, any mental health disorder, the first place that people want to put blame is scientifically based. They want to say it's a chemical imbalance. It's something outside of them they want to say is the cause of it, or it's hereditary. They were born with it. It's their genes. But that's not true at all. What anxiety actually is the disconnection from yourself, from your true self, from your personal power. That is the cause of anxiety. So therefore, the solution and the cure is personal development and mindset work. Because when we are disconnected from ourselves, when we develop disease, we develop discomfort. That's really what anxiety is. It's feeling uncomfortable, and it's for a reason that people can't pinpoint. Like, they know they feel badly, they know they feel anxious, they feel stressed, they feel depressed, all these negative feelings, but they don't know why. And the reason is because you're disconnected from yourself. The further and further you get away from yourself, the more detrimental and stronger your negative emotions become. Because a truly happy, thriving, healthy soul is somebody who understands themselves on every level. Someone who can feel a negative emotion, be able to pinpoint it, realize why it's happening, and has tools to process through it so that they don't stay stuck there. And it's so funny because if you know my story, I struggled with anxiety for 15 years, for a long, long time. And some people ask me why I didn't take SSRIs or why I didn't go to therapy. And the simple answer to that is just that those didn't feel like the solution to me. If you struggle with anxiety, you've probably been told by a doctor, if you've shared your anxiety struggles with your doctor, which I didn't do, they would either tell you to go on an SSRI medication or to go to therapy. But what if those solutions don't feel good to you? What if those solutions don't feel like the answer to you? Because that's what I dealt with. I knew that those were the two options, and it didn't feel right to do them. Even though I was struggling, I always had this inner knowing that there was a different way I was going to heal, both when it came to my anxiety and when it came to my stomach issues. Of course, in my lowest of lows, I would think things like, I was just born this way, this is never going to get better, it's never going to go away. But every once in a while, there'd be this little inner knowing that I had that medications and therapy were not the answer. I know they can help a lot of people, but they were never personally the answer for me, and I just knew that. And I knew that without even trying it. I just knew that those things weren't going to work for me. And the reason I believed that, even though I had no other solution and I struggled for so many years after that, was because my medication, if you will, my therapy, if you will, lied in personal development and mindset work. And those were just things I didn't know about back then, but I always knew on the inside that something was going to heal me that was more natural, more holistic, but I just didn't have the answers at the time. And then when I found the answers, it was like a light bulb went off inside my head, like, this is what I've been searching for. This is the information I needed. This is what I never knew. And now that I know, I feel so much hope for a brighter, healthier, more balanced mindset and future. That's what I want to share with you, that mental disorders, stop looking for the science of it. Stop looking for the data. Stop looking for, the outside factors. It comes down to your connection with yourself. The more you know yourself, the stronger connection you have with yourself, the happier and healthier you will be, both mentally, physically, emotionally, on all levels. Know yourself and live a happier and healthier life. That is the remedy. And honestly, I think it's kind of hilarious that this thought was coming to me as I was picking away at all of these ice and rocky layers of snow, because we just had an ice storm. Well, we had snow and then we had ice that covered the layer of snow and created a lot of heavy, big chunks of ice that were hard to shovel and pick away at, even for me to get to the surface of the sidewalk. And I think that's just a great metaphor for this thought that came in my mind, right? Like why we try to justify why we have anxiety or depression or mental health issues, and we're picking away at it. What is the cause? Why do I feel this way? What is going on here? So I think the metaphor of just picking away at this icy, chunky, heavy snow, layer of snow and ice is just a beautiful, beautiful visual for how it feels when you're struggling with a mental health issue. And when you receive the answers and the solutions to your mental health issue, you can shovel away at it, you can piece away at it, because you have found your solutions and your answers and your remedies to your mental health struggles. And just like my sidewalk is now, when you learn these tools, when you learn these practices, when you implement these healing modalities, you too will be able to create a clear path for yourself in your life.